Well, hello there, YouTube. As you can see, I'm on the Spyder today. I gave her a long overdue and much needed bath. This thing was filthy. And the last two times I rode it, I got caught in rain. And geez, I guess it has been a couple, 3 weeks. We've actually had some nice weather for a spell here. It's funny how the time kind of whizzes on by on you like that. But anyway, that wasn't my plan to. I was gonna ride it today. I wanted to ride it today, but it wasn't my plan to wash it. The washing it was to cool me off. I had a horrifying thing happen to me today. Well, as you know, I got the 02 Road King here a couple weeks ago. That, you know, the ECM hadn't been flashed to match the Screaming Eagle air filter kit, the stage 1 air filter kit, or whatever they call it, and or the Screaming Eagle mufflers that it has on it. So I ordered a Screaming Eagle Pro Super Tuner, which showed up in the mail today, which I knew it was because I was tracking it through USPS. And so shows up. I go jumping on the old DR and flew down to the mailbox, and there she was sitting in the mailbox. Hook her all up, give it the stage 1 flash, and then, you know, obviously because I can't smart tune it, I need to ride it and see where if anywhere things are wrong or off or whatever. Well, immediately the second I started it up, it was a completely different motorcycle. One of the interesting things was well, I guess it did bump the rev limiter a little bit, but way lower than I thought it would. But anyway, take it for a ride. Did have a little flat spot, a little rabbit. Did have a little bit of a flat spot in one place, and I was still getting some decel popping. Well, there's a feature you can go in and control the mapping of decel when you roll off. You can lean it out or you can enrich in it. It's called decel enleanment. So anyway, I come back, I kicked that, well, like an idiot, I kicked it the wrong way. I was thinking, you know, increase would increase the fuel. It increases the enleanment. It's adding more leanness. So anyway, I took her for another ride. I had about 95 or better % got rid of the flat spot, but if I played with it, I could feel it a little bit, and my mapping that I had gave the boost wasn't broad enough. So I altered that a little bit. Good Lord. But so I played with that a little bit. And so this was going to be, let's see, my third flash back to the bike. I played around, I guess it would be my fourth, because I played around with idle speeds and stuff like that. The idle, at what temperature the engine kicks down. That thing is way too conservative, and I mean the engine you basically have to get stuck in traffic almost to get. It's about 60 degrees. Well, it's colder than that now. It says 50 something. But anyway, you almost have to be in traffic to get it to drop to its normal, you know, 900,000 RPMs. And prior to that, it's like 11 or 1100, and then it's 12 something, you know, as the temperature gets colder. So anyway, I played around with that, flashing it back, and boom, you know, it's just about done, and it says there's an error sending the map. And a little white screen pops up in the Screaming Eagle software, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of different. What the hell is that? Did you guys see the color of the dash change? It has a night mode and a day mode, and you have control over that. You can turn it, you can leave it night mode all the time, or have it so it doesn't make any adjustment. You'll see it'll pop back to a bluish color here in a minute once it sees the light. But anyway, so my only option was to say okay, so I did. And then there was the thing to reprogram it, so I go to send it back again, and a message pops up saying that this the map that you're sending to this vehicle may not be for this vehicle. Are you sure you want to send it? Well, you know, how many bikes have I run through that software? I thought, oh my god, maybe that's why there was the error. I accidentally grabbed somehow or another clicked and grabbed a Sportster map instead of what they call the Big Twin map, you know, for the Road King. And I'm like, oh shit. So you know, instead of saying accept, I hit decline. Well, as soon as I hit decline, it goes back to the, you know, the VCI flash screen, and first thing I see is where it has my VIN number. It says blank_VIN, and I'm looking at this thing with just utter shock. I'm like, there's no way this thing just cleared the VIN number off of my ECM. So I fiddled around and well, obviously, you know, I can't write the VIN back to it. I got to have digital technician to do that, which is, you know, a Harley program. Just like I have the program, I can do that kind of stuff on the Spyders and other Can-Am products. But you know, we're not a dealer. I don't have that software or the connection, nothing. So, jeez. So I fiddled around, thought, well, maybe it's a weird thing. So I, you know, turned the bike off and unplug everything, restart the computer, come back, log everything back on, turn the key on. You know, the ECM's communicating with the software, but it's gone. There's no VIN number. Once you lose the VIN, that's it, you're done. The bike won't even start. So somehow or another, I don't know if I kicked a cable or what had happened, but you know, there's all these warnings of under no circumstance, you know, do you look out, rabbit, do you disconnect or interrupt this communication while the map's being written? Well, apparently either that old ass computer of mine or something happened that lost communication and bricked my ECM. So now, sitting in my garage, I have a dead Road King. I mean, dead, doesn't start. I mean, everything turns on, the alarm still works, it turns over, you know, does everything it's supposed to, but the ECM is null and void. So the only Harley dealer nearby that was open past 5 o'clock, because I went inside and sat down at the computer and did some research. Of course, there's nothing, literally nothing. Am I the only person on the planet that's done this? But anyway, I know that they can flash the VIN number back to it and put the stock map back on it. So I call Northwest Harley Davidson up in Lacey, Washington, and the guy goes, yeah, we can do that. He goes, you know, we'll charge you anywhere from a half an hour to an hour's labor, you know, which is $55 to $110. I was like, great. And he said he can get me in Tuesday, but I'm working Tuesday. You know, that would literally be 100 and something miles. It'd be 2 hours back to work. Well, my kids got my truck. I don't have a trailer. I obviously can't put the Harley in my truck anyway. So I'm going to have to borrow a truck and trailer from work one night after, because I can't, they're not open on Monday. There's a Harley shop there in Vancouver, close to where I work. Columbia Harley Davidson is their name. So I need to wait till Tuesday, call them, you know, see if they're going to gouge me more than the place up north. And if they'll do it, I'll take the truck and trailer home and grab the Harley, bring it back to work, and have Chris, the service manager there, see if he can buzz it over there, and I'll pay with a credit card or whatever. God almighty. I'm not mad now, I'm just mad at the whole idea of it. And the problem is, if it doesn't communicate with it, now I need a $345 ECM. I'll have to order another one. That'll take a week to come in. Well, a week from now, I'm going to be, oh, okay. We'll make a second part to this thing. But anyway, I won't be around. Well, you know what? I'm going to make the other story. I'm going on a trip. Not the MotoVlogger Meetup, but I'm going on a trip, so I won't be there. If I have to order ECM, I won't be there when it comes in. So I'll have to pick up the bike. You know, nothing like waiting until the 11th hour, because I literally have like a week and 2 days or something like that before I take off to the Utah MotoVlogger trip. Jeez, what a nightmare. So anyway, I'm going to make a part 2 to this, which is going to have a different subject. So instead of hacking and whacking on this thing, I am going to sign off, and then I'm going to sign back on. So it'll be a different subject, but I'll be just right down the road here a little bit. I've been threatening to rain all day. It hasn't dripped a drop. Knock on wood. God damn. That's the second time that corner has surprised me. I keep thinking because of that area that I'm somewhere else. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. And I'll be back for, it won't be a part 2, it's just going to be a different vlog. What is going on here? I feel like I'm out of whack here or something. But anyway, I'm not going to do this 10 times say goodbye things. I'm going to say goodbye. So thanks for watching. Poor damn Road King, me and the idiot. But man, if I'd have just sent that software, all I had to do was look and see that I was sending the right one. You know, in the background window, the main window in the background, I could see right at the top. I realized this afterwards. I could see at the top the map I needed to send was right there. All I had to do is say okay. But once I disconnected, it was, the bike and the computer were literally in the middle of communicating with each other. And once I disconnected everything, I bricked the ECM. So it needs to be flashed with a stock map along with a VIN number, and hopefully there's no ECM damage. So thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the weekend, if I get this thing up soon enough. Whatever it is, have a great day. Thank you guys. Bye bye now.